Monster Hunter Wilds beta, it made me realize we should expect a lot from this game. When I was playing with my sister, we were discussing the fact that they said returning players will feel at home and new players will feel like this is where they need to be in the game. They weren't kidding because they have a focus mode like they showed in the trailer so you won't miss your attacks. So new players, if you're playing Greatsword, then you don't have to worry. All you have to worry about is the practice that you put in. That will that count against stronger monsters than what they've shown before. The biomes, they're big, and I know it's just the beta. And yes, there's glitches because it's the beta. You know, you can't really expect a lot from the beta. But what we do know is the areas which we hunt in are going to be crazy. I like the fact that how to unlock or post a quest, you have to locate and find the monster, and then you can open up and start a quest with your mans. But my sister didn't like that, but I thought it was like another realistic aspect to the game. But hey, to each their own, right? So, yo, I wonder how strong the monsters are gonna be, man. Like, the monsters that we fought were aggressive, and I was trying to get off the counter that they had in the trailer, you know, with certain weapons. Like, you know, since I'm playing Greatsword, and I played Greatsword in the previous games like Rise and World, it was really hard to get off that counter because of how aggressive the monsters were. Like Doshaguma, I tried to get a counter off. That thing kept smacking me around. I couldn't really do anything. You know, all I could do is play Greatsword like how I would do in Rise and World. I had to readjust because at first I called the game stiff, but I readjusted quickly and I realized, I said, okay, my Greatsword isn't going to move like a longsword how it did in Rise, where I was zipping around the monster, spinning like a Beyblade, and just dealing a lot of damage, and I could get out in time too. Because if you add on Quick Sheath and other items to your character, or elements to your character, bust it, you know, things like that, then it made it easier for you to get in and get out with heavier weapons. But in this game, it's right back to the precise, slow, but heavy hitting weapons. So you strike a lot of damage, and I like that. Literally after I played the beta and I finally got off, I was like, you know what, let me head back in the world and let me play Greatsword mostly to prepare myself for Wilds. So I went back and, you know, I'm fighting the Rathalos, and I'm beating this man off rip. So yes, it took me a little bit to get used to, but it was to the point where I didn't have to restart a whole new quest, you know, go through the process of trying to find the monster all over again. No, it was all done in one quest. Even with the Diablo, it's all done in one quest. And I haven't played World in a while. When I initially hopped back on World, you know, the first thing I grabbed was a switch axe, because I love the switch axe. It's my favorite weapon. But since my man took over with the switch axe, I was like, you know what, let me play Greatsword. And I was dominating with the Greatsword. Now, I want to see how I do against stronger monsters later on. But I know in this game, the monsters, y'all should expect them to be crazier. You thought the Nergigante was a problem? Or monsters like Alatreon? No, these monsters are going to be crazier. There's going to be fast moving monsters like Nargacuga, slippery monsters and all that, because you see in a trailer we already have what's that monster called? The Nakarkos? Yeah, the Nakarkos. It's like a bone creature, a bone skeleton creature, a squid that uses parts of other monsters. And they brought a monster like that back into this game, you know. So they're taking aspects from each game. So Like instead of like in Rise they had the wire bug movement. In this game they have mechanical wires that let you slide by and do an attack to the monster, be more mobile on some Attack on Titan stuff. But that's neither here nor there. All that matters is you're able to get around the monster and deal damage and do what you have to do, capture it, kill it, whatever the quest may be for y'all. So, but I really enjoyed the beta, and for new people that are coming in to the wilds, I would like to welcome y'all as new hunters to the community. And it's crossplay. It's fine. It's cross. We got a crossplay Monster Hunter game. You don't have to argue with your friends no more about like you have an Xbox. We can't play with you. You gonna be alone, or you got a PlayStation. We all on Xbox. No, it doesn't matter what console you have. Everybody can play together. You got an Xbox, you playing with PlayStation bulls. You got a PlayStation, you playing with Xbox bulls. It doesn't matter no more. It's the new gen era. So console wars are slowly gonna come to an end because it's not gonna matter what console you have. It's always new gen games. We should expect to be crossplay. Especially the multiplayer ones. The single player ones, of course, we're gonna have exclusives, but for the multiplayer ones, yeah, crossplay all the way. But I wonder from playing this game how strong the upper monsters, because we had the G rank, we had the master rank, we had tempered monsters, we had different deviants or subspecies. Like for example, the Odogron was the main species of monster, and then you had the Ebony Odogron. You had Glavenus, then you had Acidic Glavenus. You had Zinogre, then you had Stygian Zinogre. I hope I said that right. So, we're going to get that in this game. We're definitely going to get that in this game coming up in February 2025. So, but, this game was this beta was really fire. I'm not going to lie. But it makes me really wonder. It makes me really wonder, are we gonna be in an age where games are finally well thought out and you can immerse yourselves on your own time and with your friends? Because we've missed out on that a lot. Games would come out and they were short, and people would beat them and then call it a day. But we needed games like this where we spent hours on trying to get to our goals. We're grinding, and we have each and our own individual goals when it comes to a game like this. Like maybe one person is striving to be the best support for their team, or one is striving to do the best damage, and then you're looking up metas, you're looking up how-to videos on YouTube, you're doing all of what you can to be the best you could be at the game. And Monster Hunter Wilds is the game that offers that all those possibilities. So I'm really glad that we could sit here and enjoy the game as a whole, as a family again, as a community. So with that being said, there's other things I want to discuss about Wilds and the beta too, and questions I have for y'all. What monsters do you think are going to be returning? What monsters would you like to return? Let me know in the comments and stuff. What monsters would you like to return? Me personally, I haven't fought. I played World. I'm playing World right now, and I'm probably gonna do videos on that. But I wanted to see Glavenus again. We didn't get him in Rise. That he was perfect for Rise, especially if they threw in like Hellblade Glavenus. I said Glavenus, then that would have been fire. He has a blade on his tail. He's striking you with it. He's spinning like a Beyblade. Like, it perfectly matched Rise's atmosphere, along with Primordial Malzeno and Gasmagorn and all of them, and Thunderlord Zenogre. You know, and Monster Hunter Rise, we had the anomaly monsters. We had anomaly monsters. We had the the what was those monsters? The risen monsters. Yes, the risen monsters. We had those. So I wonder what we're gonna have in this game, because when you're getting into stronger monster battles, there's gonna be like a different level to it. And there's a new class introduced in Rise. There was the demon class monster. So granted, Malzeno as the Elder Dragon was still stronger. There were there was still a new class called the Demon Monster. Now me and my buddy made a joke when we saw the Black Mist Monster or the Black Flame Monster. We were like, dang, like that shit looked like an alien. Like it really looked like an alien. So we were wondering, we were like, yo, what if they made like an alien class or whatever? That would be fire, like a whole new class entirely. Listen, it was just a joke. You know, I wasn't seriously wondering if they, but the point was, what if they make a whole new class entirely? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, yo, like what if they add like an alien class though? That would be fire. Like, it was just a joke. I'm just saying, the point was, what if we get a whole new class from Elder Dragon entirely? Because you already had Fang Beast and this demon class rivaling I can't speak, rivaling the Elder Dragons. Because Rajang, as a Fang Beast, he's taking on Elder Dragons every day. You know, like he got picked up by one monster, one strong Elder Dragon. I forgot what turf war that was. It picked him up, and he punched it. So, okay, I'm back. Audio cut out. Sorry. He punched the Elder Dragon, and he disabled it. He got it off of him, and he ran off. But the fact that he was able to break free from this monster's clutches, and it's an Elder Dragon level monster, so it's crazy. So we should expect strong monsters to appear back into Wilds. We're just left wondering what it's going to be. But overall, you know, I really enjoyed everything. I wonder what they're going to drop on us next, and if they're going to do an expansion pack along with the game once the game is out too. I wonder how the expansion is going to do, because they did it with the last games, like World. We had Iceborne. All right, sorry, my audio cut out there. But what I said was, World we had Iceborne, Rise we had Sunbreak. So I wonder what they're gonna do with this game, Monster Hunter Wilds, something as an expansion or a DLC. But who knows? We'll see. You know, let's enjoy what they're gonna give us as the base game first before we wonder what we're gonna get next. So that's it for today. That was my thoughts and opinions on Monster Hunter Wilds as a whole and a beta. I hope y'all got to play. It was really fun. And I'll see you guys in Monster Hunter Wilds, the actual game, when it comes out in February. Alright, see ya.